When Top Gun Maverick came out earlier this year, the aviation community, including myself, flocked to theaters to watch the sequel to arguably one of the best aviation films of all time. And despite the immense amount of Hollywood effects and story to Top Gun Maverick and the original Top Gun, there is truth behind it, as fighter pilots are a real position and real thing in the world. But how hard is it really to become one of those guys, and is it really like the movie makes it all out to be? Well, that's what I'm going to talk a little bit about coming up in this video. Hello everybody and welcome back to this week's video. If you're new here, my name is Luke. I'm an 18-year-old private pilot in upstate New York, documenting my journey from student to professional pilot. I share all of my aviation experiences with you in hopes for you to make better informed career decisions based off of what I encounter. I want to start this video off by looking at some statistics, and I've pulled up a couple sources here, and I've pulled from various different places to give you the best not biased information. And currently in the Air Force, there are right around 9,700 active pilots that are currently employed by the United States. And out of that 9,700, only 1,100 of them are fighter pilots. So obviously, this is a very, very, very selective position. And how do people exactly get to that point? There are really two routes that you can take if you want to fly fighters. One of them is going active duty and going into either the Air Force or Navy, and the second one being going either into the Air National Guard or Air Force Reserves. After that, there'll be a few qualifications that you'll need to meet. One of those is to have a bachelor's degree, which is the minimum education for this position. And in comparison to the rest of the aviation industry, the military is still behind dropping that requirement. But I'm not sure if I think that's something that's good or bad. Once you get an accepted pilot spot in one of those three places, then you'll have to complete basic flight school in the military and then get a bid for the fighters and then go to specialized training to learn how to fly those airplanes. And there are plenty of other videos on YouTube that talk to you about the exact aircraft types, and to be completely honest with you, I'm not your best source for that. Now, I'm sure if you've ever flown or been interested to fly, then it's always seemed super cool to push the throttle forward on a fighter jet that can travel the speed of sound and has big old missiles hanging off the wings. But it is clearly a super selective job, and in the midst of the pilot shortage, probably isn't the easiest route to take if you want to fly. There are, as you can see by the statistics, many more pilots in the military that don't fly fighters, but that still are Air Force pilots, Navy pilots, or in the Air National Guard like I had mentioned. So if you want to fly for the military, then don't just limit yourself to the fighter spot, because there are many other opportunities, and I urge you to explore those on some other channels that focus on that specifically. So at the end of the day, we can take away that it is extremely selective to become a fighter pilot. And personally speaking, I think that's great, because I hope that the people defending our country in the air are the best that we have. So if you are interested in going and becoming a fighter pilot, then I absolutely commend you for your enthusiasm and dedication to all that hard work, because honestly, I'm not sure if it's something that I could take. But if you did enjoy this video and you want to know more about military aviation, it's not really a topic I cover a lot, but I have done some cool videos in the past, such as the Air Force Thunderbirds interview, which you can check out in the stream on my channel. But until next week, I want you to stay current, stay proficient, and keep the blue side up. Keep flying safe, everybody, and we'll see you in next week's video. Take care.